And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
A look at the Magic starting group. Proposed pairing Isaac and Carter Jr. Then it's Paolo Banchero. Then there's Suggs. And it's Houston in at the two-guard spot. Here's Suggs. Good on the triple.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Now, here's Mitchell. Knocks it loose. Isaac with the steal. Here's Houston. Covered by Hunter. Isaac passes to Banchero. Back to Isaac. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And Isaac really a big-time player on the interior. When he's near the basket, he's looking to score the ball.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
Yeah, they do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just a dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Pass to Mobley. Back to Mitchell. Mobley, a screen on Suggs. Mitchell passes to Mobley. That one goes. Count it.
And the defense so concerned with Mitchell in the two-man game. That opens things up for others. Nice find.
Suggs kicks to Isaac. Spins. Carter outside. He tries for three. They grab their own miss. Here's Banchero. Back to Isaac. Another shot. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Here's Strus. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And so Strus nails both of them. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Houston, defended by Strus. Pass to Houston. The three-pointer, no good. Cleveland with the ball. Mobley with it, picked up by Banchero. Mobley misses. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if you want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And like a number of centers in today's NBA, Wendell Carter Jr. continues, Clark, to hone his three-point shooting.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, it's almost mandatory necessary for big guys nowadays to be able to knock down not only the mid-range jumper, but the three-point shot. Give credit to Carter Jr. for seeing this growing trend and then working to put it into his toolkit.
Mitchell sets the screen for Strus. Banked in off the glass. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Suggs, screen on Mobley. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Banchero's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Magic. Great defense that time from Banchero. Here's Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
Oh, Mercy, mercy me. Isaac with a loud bucket. Great bounce.
Strus passes to Hunter. 1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Carter pulls it in.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Strus against Suggs. Back to Banchero. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Strus with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Mobley kicks to Strus. Back to Mobley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
And he hit 72% of his foul shots a season ago, but I'm not sure he's real thrilled with those numbers.
And both free throws good for Mobley. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. That's good from Suggs on the assist from Banchero. Banchero's got 3 assists in the game. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Carter. 3-on-3. Suggs finds Carter. Here's Banchero.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
It's like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he...
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Magic out in front, leading by 6. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Javonte Green is out there with Wade. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Isaac Okoro. And it's Jerome in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. De Silva off target from outside. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Trailing by 4. Got a piece of it. Wagner outside. Here's De Silva. Knocks down the 3 ball. De Silva's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees a shooter and gets him set up nicely.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992. Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. 5 to shoot. Here's Wade. Pass to Jerome. Beyond the arc. Orlando grabs the miss.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Driving in, out to the right wing. Wade left side, stolen by Caldwell Pope. Wagner outside, lets it go from deep. Once again off the mark, Orlando. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Throughout his career, Clark, Kentavious Caldwell Pope has proven himself to be a quality player.
He certainly has, and I love the way he plays. He's locked in all the time at both ends. Really not only understands his role, Kevin, but embraces it. He's out there to space the floor with his shooting and then provide a lot of energy and versatility on defense.
Thompson finds Green. Back to Thompson. They kick it out to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Caldwell Pope outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bitadze. Here's Black. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Pulls up from the corner. That one wide left. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Outside, Green. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. He takes it in. Here's Black over Thompson. And Thompson sends it back.
Good job by Thompson using his size and strength to erase that shot.
Stolen by Okoro. Now Cleveland moving it up. And the wide open shot from Green. And it's off from three-point range. Orlando leading by 5. Here's Wagner. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Just 5 to shoot. Wagner passes to Caldwell Pope. Wagner against Wade. Wagner kicks to Caldwell Pope. Second shot opportunity. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
And it's Contavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Jerome. With 4 seconds on the clock, and it's good on the layup. Jerome's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And so in the game for the Magic, we're post pairing Isaac and Carter Jr. Then there's Suggs. Then there's Banchero. And it's Houston in at the shooting guard position. Shot clock at 5. Banchero a screen on Strus. And that one is good from Suggs. With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and rolls.
Isaac finds Carter. Plays it up and banks it in. Carter's got the lead up to 8 now for the Magic.
When they get it to Carter Jr. down low, it's normally a fruitful trip.
Strus passes to Mitchell. Cleveland moving it around. Pass to Hunter. There's the triple. And it's Donovan Mitchell with the 3. Mitchell's got 5 now.
And don't give Mitchell too many of those looks. Once he gets in rhythm, it is hard to stop him.
Count it, good. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Mobley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. Personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, I agree. And you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
And Queen gets it to go. And now a 10-point Magic lead.
You might think Banchero's looking to score it every time, but that's not necessarily the case.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Banchero kicks to Isaac. Here's Queen, defended by Strus. Here's Banchero. Mobley with the rebound. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. 8-point game. Hunter, no one around him, bangs home the trifecta. Hunter's got 6 points.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Here's Suggs. Good D by Mitchell. Cleveland has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And it's Allen with the jam.
How about that, throwing it down? Allen oozes energy and teammates feed off of it.
Banchero looking around. Suggs with a screen for Banchero. No good, unable to end this run. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Mobley. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Carter dishes to Banchero. It's up a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Strus finds Mitchell. Back to Strus. On the wing, Mitchell. Allen outside. Great look, but off the mark. Magic leading by 3. Pass to Queen. This one for 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Mitchell passes to Strus. The Cavaliers with another miss. To the left wing from past the arc, and Queen gets it to go. Queen's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he makes all 3. Stolen by Okoro. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Orlando. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Javonte Green, Wade out there with Thompson. Then it's Okoro, and it's Jerome in at the 1 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Garland is checked in for Ty Jerome, and he's good on the second.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Wagner has screen on Garland. Caldwell Pope for 3. The offensive rebound to the left side wing. Wagner from long range sinks the three-pointer.
Hunting for that shot. Wagner wants to eat.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Garland feeling it out a little bit. Pass to Green. Back to Garland. 6 to shoot. Out to Wade. A 3. To Silva with the rebound.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Over to the left wing. There's the 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
3 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Wagner outside. Offline with his 3. The Cavaliers trailing. And here's Wade. From downtown. Out to Thompson. Tries again. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Good decision that time by Wagner, taking it straight line to the rim. The defense had no chance to stop it.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Strus finds Mitchell. Strus setting the screen for Mitchell. Allen in the post. Carter on him. Mobley the pass to Mitchell. Mitchell is double. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Under no good.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Pass to Mitchell. Driving to the basket. And he converts the layup.
And bursting through inside. So difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Kicks it out to Banchero. Back to Suggs. Banchero a screen on Mitchell. Suggs dishes to Carter. Banchero, great positioning on the putback.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play. Making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
The wide open shot from Strus. Drops in the tray.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Now, here's Suggs. Pass to Banchero. .112 left here in the fourth quarter. Isaac finds Banchero. Banchero is screened for Caldwell Pope. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Screen by Allen. The shot by Mitchell, no good. The Magic have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Here's Banchero. drains it from beyond the arc. Banchero's got the lead up to 10 now for the Magic.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And that one's good. Suggs.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mitchell's shot is good. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Donovan Mitchell, his second first team foul.
And it's the Magic with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. And there are the Magic with another bucket. Launches from deep. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable...
teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Powell and Leonard, the veterans, set on the wings. Ivica Zubac's out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Harden in at the point. Out to Leonard. Fires from deep. Kept alive. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. From the arc. Hits the trifecta.
Creating the opportunity. Mitchell makes the right call for this situation.
Outside Harden. Pass to Zubac. Out to Leonard. There's the steal. Left side Mitchell. Three-pointer. And Cleveland another three.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
Out to Mobley, and stolen by Simmons. Outside Harden. Pass to Powell. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those. That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. From outside the arc, deflected. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Shot clock at 6. The three ball. The rebound by Allen. Cleveland has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. And stolen by Leonard. Simmons finds Harden. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Leonard. Outside for Harden. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Back to Powell. On the wing, Harden. There's the three. Drains the triple. Harden's got 5.
You gotta chase Harden off that three-point line. He is too good of a shooter to be given any airspace from that line.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Okoro passes to Mitchell. They set the screen. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
And Richard, thinking about Donovan Mitchell, he just has a total impact on the game.
It's crazy to think that he's in the prime of his career, but every single year he continues to get better. I still think there are more levels for him to go.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. Here's the second effort, and it's good on the lay-in.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Mobley, a screen on Leonard. Mitchell, the pass to Hunter. Back to Mitchell. The Clippers grab the miss.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And the basket by Leonard.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Mobley outside to stop the run. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Leonard for 3. Offensive rebound. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. Mitchell misses. Got it off in time. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They've put their hard hats on and gone to work on the offensive boards. Those second chance points can really energize a team.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
They've got Thompson. Max Strus is out there with Darius Garland. Then there's Dean Wade, and it's Jerome in at the 3. That's the group for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Wade's got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Wade.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside Garland. Pass to Thompson. Garland looking around. Lets it go from deep. That shot missing. Los Angeles leading by 5. Now Jones. The 3. Knocks down the long J.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Now here's Bogdanovic. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Strus. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
The bounce pass right on the money. Great setup.
Wade, the pass to Garland. And Cleveland another 3.
Hitting them right back. Garland fires off the 3-point answer.
Outside Bogdanovic. Thompson pulls it in.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
And that's good. His first bucket of the game. The Clippers in the lead. Jones, the pass to Dunn. Here's Coffey. 4-3. And Los Angeles another 3.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Wade, the pass to Garland.
Clippers foul. Amir Coffey plays first. First team foul.
Three minutes of action thus far in the second. Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Jones, the pass to Bogdanovic. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
This speaks to the level of confidence Bogdanovic possesses, looking to shoot immediately off the catch.
Here's Thompson to halt the run, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Derek Jones. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Garland with the ball. Dunn in his pocket. And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
I like what I saw on both ends that time, hustling on defense to create some offense.
Cleveland shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Here's Dunn. Right wing. Now here's Eubanks. Defended by Thompson. Here's Dunn. Offline with a three. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Garland pass to Wade. Up and over Dunn. Offline from the top of the key. And it's Jones with the ball for the Clippers. There's Bogdanovich with the three. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Wade. There's a screen. And it's Garland on the drive. Jones with some nice D. The Clippers lead by 5. And here's Eubanks. Here's Bogdanovich. Over Strus. Bogdanovich, that's good. Bogdanovich has got 7 points here in the quarter. For Cleveland, they've gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Here's Wade. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Dunn, the pass to Bogdanovich. Jones sets a screen. Back to Dunn. Bogdanovich with it. There's the triple. Sends it home from three-point land. Bogdanovich has got 10 points. Here's Wade with 4 on the clock. No good on the layup.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
And so it's Bogdanovich making things happen for the Clippers. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boy, Bogdanovich really making a difference here.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Ben Simmons is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. Well, you talk about an anchor for this defense. Richard Jared Allen is that.
It's hard to find a big man who can move and eat up space like Allen. He's a great shot blocker that can also move his feet on the perimeter and guard in isolation. But a difference maker at the rim, that is where he's at his best.
The Clippers lead by 8. Leonard inside. He's against Allen. Here's Harden. Plenty of room to knock down that one. He has 7.
Such an aggressive offensive player. Harden is ready to shoot whenever he's got the rock.
Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Mobley outside. Allen with a screen on Simmons. Okoro outside. Allen outside. 5 to shoot. Behind the back and lays it in. Allen's got his first bucket in this one.
Watching Allen go to work inside is a thing of beauty. He's so confident operating around the rim.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. And his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. Now here's Mitchell. Give him 8.
Attacking that shot. Simmons aggressive on the defensive end.
Harden with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Harden misses. The Cavaliers trail by 11. The drive by Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Now here's Mitchell, and stolen by Leonard. Outside Harden, pass to Zubats.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Hunter with the rebound.
When it goes in, it looks pretty. When it doesn't,
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Adding some extra style to the slam. Okay, what a move by Allen.
And Mitchell puts up a deep three. And it's the Clippers on the break. Powell with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Leonard outside. Fires the three. The rebound by Donovan Mitchell.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
Oh, stolen by Harden. Nice move. And it's laid in by Simmons. And the Clippers lead by 11.
All right, Simmons, I see you using a little tricky dribble to get around the defense.
Mitchell finds Allen. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Okoro. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul of the game.
he didn't have his feet planted.
And it's a completely new group for the Cavaliers. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter here. Jerome, that's good. Jerome's got 7 points.
Behind right now, but you can't pin the blame on this guy. Nope, he's got to get some more help from somebody on his team. Help him. Help that man.
Fast break, Cleveland. Garland way outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Bogdanovich on the wing. Pure from three-point range. He's got 13.
You can tell Bogdanovich is in an attacking mindset right now, being aggressive and getting rewarded for it.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. The Clippers lead by 12. Pass to Coffey. Lets the three fly. That shot off. Here's Garland. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! And so it's Los Angeles, ending the quarter up 10. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Dean Wade is out there with Tristan Thompson. Then it's Darius Garland. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Jerome in at the three. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Tries the spin move. Outside Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. Another shot. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's Strus outside. Coffey grabs a board. The Clippers lead by 8. Here's Dunn. From outside, off the mark. Cleveland has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Pass to Wade. Outside Garland. Back to Jerome. Launches a three. Rebound by the Clippers. Eubanks, he's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Coffey. No good on the triple.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
They set the pick. Here's Garland. Strus up top. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
I love watching Garland because you can just watch his confidence grow, especially when he's out here running these pick and rolls.
Here's Eubanks. Sinks it from distance. Eubanks, he's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Outside Strus. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Bogdanovich on the wing, defended by Thompson. And Los Angeles, another three.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
And it's a completely new group for the Cavaliers. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Ivica Zubac checked in for Eubanks. Simmons comes in for Jones. Leonard's checked in for Coffey. And it's James Harden in for Dunn. Harden from outside. Offensive board. Back to Leonard. The fader. And the shot goes in.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? Yeah, that's a trick question. You don't.
For Cleveland, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Allen outside. Will it go? The rebound by Ben Simmons. The Clippers lead by 14. And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Harden surveying the D. Takes the three. No luck on that one.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
And it's Mitchell, the miss.
There are nights where the shots just don't fall. Unfortunately, I know how that feels.
Second team foul.
Now Harden. From deep, here's Simmons. Not going to go that time. 1:46 left in the fourth. Okoro passes to Allen. The kick to Hunter. Pass to Mobley. Now Okoro. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Mobley outside. Fader on the way. And James Harden pulls it down. The Clippers lead by 14. Outside Bogdanovich. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Clippers.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And what a huge performance it was for Bogdan Bogdanovich.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Harden with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Tries to break his ice. Outside Bogdanovich. Three-pointer. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Three-pointer, Harden. Mitchell grabs a miss. Here's Cleveland. 17-point game. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers' ball. "17 seconds left in the fourth. Harden fires away from outside. Out to Leonard from behind the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Clippers lead by 20.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.
And the Magic start out with the ball. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Banchero. Shoots it up. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Back to Harden. Jones sets the pick for Harden. Hands it from downtown.
Dialed in from deep. Harden understands when he should look to shoot the 3 ball.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Now, here's Suggs. Over in the corner, Isaac. Shot clock at 6. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And he's got a quiet confidence about him, doesn't he, guys? I mean, he's thinking about shooting the ball as the pass is coming.
Leonard against Banchero. 3-pointer. Leonard, no luck.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And Leonard gets it to go.
If there's an open man, you can make sure that James Harden will find him.
Suggs against Powell. Here's Queen. Back to Carter. Suggs with the ball. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And this is a guy who is really comfortable with the ball in his hands. Suggs, so dangerous in the pick and roll.
Isaac against Harden. From the arc. The 3-pointer is right on target. Harden's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Here's Banchero. The Clippers getting the bucket. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Banchero's got 5.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent 3-point shooter at the NBA level.
1:44 left in the first quarter of the game. Harden's shot is off.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Harden, and then Carter with the jam.
I tell you, Isaac has great vision for a big man. He can see over defenders easily thanks to that size.
They get a hand on it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. But looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Now, here's Banchero. 5 points in the game. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. It's intercepted. Ball's knocked loose. On the wing, Isaac jacks up a three. The shot, no good. Clippers trail by 8. Leonard with no one around. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 5 points in the game.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
Suggs against Powell. Here's Queen. Carter with a screen on Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Another miss by Orlando. Clippers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Jones. He gets it up. Buried from outside.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Magic lead by 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
It feels like the three-point line has opened up really early in this one, too. They've been looking confident from behind the arc, but there's a lot of attempts going up.
Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Then there's Black. And it's De Silva in at the 4. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Coffee can't get it to go. Magic leading by 4. It's Black in the corner. For the 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Out left of the wing. Bogdanovich looking around. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Caldwell Pope finds Wagner. Here's Bitadze. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Nice shot by KCP. Offensively, his role is to hit jump shots.
Back to Dunn. Puts up a 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They're kind of like playing in the rec league. Little to no defense on that possession. And the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Here's De Silva. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 4. Outside, Bogdanovich. Launches a 3. Drains the three-pointer. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Orlando's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Caldwell Pope for 3. Oh, drew the foul. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
At the line for 3, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. The play is under video review.
Difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Outside, Bogdanovich. At 3 off the mark. Orlando trailing here. Wagner with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Out to the right wing to end the run. Eubanks grabs the miss. Eubanks got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Out to the wing. Here's Dunn. No good with the triple. Orlando's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped me to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Personal foul. First team foul.
1:05 left in the second quarter. And here's Bogdanovich for 3, and it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers. Outside for Caldwell Pope. To the right side. Here's Coffey. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Orlando's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. The Magic trail by 6. Deep 2 from Wagner. Rebound by the Clippers. Eubanks got 5 rebounds tonight. Got a piece of it. And now Orlando on the break. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. 20 seconds left in the first half of the game. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Caldwell Pope. 5 points in the game. Shoots it.
Bogdanovich pretty good at making some things tough for his man. Very active on the defensive end.
Simmons, a screen on Wagner. Here's Coffey. They get it again.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 8-point lead. And thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. The veteran wings, Powell and Leonard. And it's Harden in at the point guard. Harden kicks to Leonard. Back to Harden. 3-pointer. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Stolen by Harden. Pass to Powell. Fires from deep. And the Clippers miss again. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Orlando. And here is Isaac. They set the screen. Kicks it out to Banchero. Orlando moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Here's Carter. Banchero left side. And the three off target. Clippers leading by 5. Fires the three. Harden, no good.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And Queen gets it to go.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Carter with a screen on Leonard. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Now Isaac. Banchero looking around. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Just 3 to shoot. And Queen gets it to go.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
A 3 from Leonard. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one. Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his path. But now, he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. I mean, what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. He led the league in assists in 2023. So all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form right now.
Jones in the post. He's covered by Suggs. Leonard, that's for 2. Orlando grabs the miss.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Banchero with the screen. Queen can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Over in the corner, Banchero. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Harden, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the... And here we go with the coach's challenge.
First team foul. At the line
Personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Dunn, he's checked in for James Harden. Pass to Bitadze. Oh, good on the triple. The Clippers trail. Fires the 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Bitadze's got his 4th rebound in this one. And stolen by Bogdanovich. The tray knocks down the 3-ball. Coffey's got 12 points in the game.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. The Magic again can't hit. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
That one goes in. And now a 4-point Clipper lead. The Magic have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know Caldwell Pope can handle tough situations. He'll get into the mix and draw some fouls.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both. The Clippers shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to De Silva. Back to Caldwell Pope. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Orlando with the ball. And stolen by Dunn. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Then there's Black. And it's Bitadze in at the 5. That's us out there for Orlando. For 3, Caldwell Pope buries it from 3-point range.
They got to stay connected to Caldwell Pope. He's a knockdown shooter, and he can get it going.
The Clippers in the lead. Here's Coffey. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Beyond the arc. The rebound by Bitadze.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for L.A. For 3. They get it back. Simmons against Caldwell Pope. There's the 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
Well, Caldwell Pope favors the corner shot at times, and he can drill it.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And here's Bogdanovic for 3. Traps in the tray.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
During that last break, I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley said to his team. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said, this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Norman Powell. Here's Harden. Kicks it out to Leonard. Outside, Bogdanovic. Clock at 6. Bogdanovic with a screen on Isaac. Harden, no good. Magic have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Banchero passes to Caldwell Pope to take the lead. Second chance shot to the left side wing. Back to Suggs. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Suggs has got 6 here in this quarter.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
He better get used to these late game scenarios. Banchero getting a nice taste of it right there.
Bogdanovic against Caldwell Pope. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Bogdanovic. Leonard sets a screen for Bogdanovic. Looking to end the run. He takes it up and lays it in.
Bogdanovic showing how much he believes in himself right there.
And so here's Orlando. A 2-point game. Banchero with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovic. Stolen by Harden. And here's the fast break for the finish. And they get it back. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That'll be his second foul of the game. Magic on defense. From deep, Harden. It's good from long range. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And you expect Harden to come through in big moments. Such a talented offensive player.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Right wing, stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And he lays it up and in. And it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
For 3, Caldwell Pope trains it from beyond the arc.
So reliable with the ball in his hands. Caldwell Pope wanted that shot, and he got it.
Now, here is Harden. Zubats with the screen for Harden. It drops.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Got it. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
It's Harden with the drive. Shoots. Zubats no good. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's the 3. Laces one from 3.
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it. A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
No, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
Back to Harden. The 3. Can't get the 3 to fall. Fires from way outside. Off target. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. What a show. Thanks so much, David. And that'll do it, folks.
Cleveland will get first possession. A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Okoro is out there with Mitchell, and it's Hunter in at the 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And so Banchero will bring it up for the Magic. Pass to Queen. Five on the clock. Launches it. Here's Isaac. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Wow, how about the focus from the big man, Jonathan Isaac, comfortable in the paint.
And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title?
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
This one for 3. And it's Banchero with a 3.
Yeah, there's not much Banchero can't do in the pick and roll set. He's comfortable as the roller or with the ball in his hands.
The 3 from Okoro. And it's Orlando with a rebound. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. And guys, coach stated the number of different ways that Donovan Mitchell can be productive. The emphasis for this defense is going to be limiting his touches throughout the game and trying to trap him when they can. It's a tall task for the defense, BA.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Suggs. Mobley with the block.
At 7 feet, sneaking shots past Mr. Mobley is not easy. Send it back, Evan.
For Cleveland, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside Hunter. Pass to Okoro. Back to Hunter. Okoro outside. Mitchell, the pass to Hunter. It's rebounded by Banchero. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Suggs outside. Oh, sweet move. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Boy, what a burst of speed on the drive from Jalen Suggs. Leaves the defender in the rear view.
Allen a screen. Mitchell with the ball. Now Carter defending.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials, and here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
The play is under video review on the NBA. 2 minutes are allowed to review.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jared Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
BA, this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Suggs with it. Now guarded by Mobley. Takes a 3. Hunter with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Banked it in off the glass.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Offensive rebound. Banchero finds Suggs. Puts up a 3. Pass to Banchero. The three is up. Gets the three ball to go. Banchero's got 8 points.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Banchero drives. Suggs outside. Pass to Queen. Back to Suggs. Banchero outside. From deep. And another three for Orlando.
And the mechanics Banchero has shown are already solid, which is what makes him a dangerous shooter.
The ball's knocked loose and stolen by Suggs. Here's Isaac. Pass to Queen. Banchero the screen. Off target with the three. That one is off. And so the first quarter is in the books. Magic out in front. They're up by 5. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Magic here in this one?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Setting the floor for the Cavaliers. Dean Wade is out there with Javonte Green. Then it's Max Strus. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Outside for Green. All right, Doris, what do you think separates the good teams from the great teams in crunch time?
Boy, I think there's a lot of things, Brian, that separate that. Number one, can you execute on both ends when it's a clutch game? Can you absorb the pressure of a moment, understanding time and score, how to get a quality shot on every possession, how to string together multiple stops? Can you make shots under duress of great defense? There are so many things that differentiate between the good and the championship.
Garland, the pass to Wade. Going inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Wagner against Green. Here's the pick. He shoots it. And it's Wagner missing.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Ha, well-timed shot fake. Got the defender off the ground right there.
Here is a guy who is not shy about sharing the basketball. If you are open, Darius Garland will find you.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Black. Green covering. Here's De Silva. And the three-pointer goes. De Silva's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And it's Garland on the drive. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Well, this is a combination of speed and quickness. Darius Garland knows how to drive the basketball.
Wagner outside. Spins. The three. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Here's De Silva. Pass to Batase. Second shot opportunity. De Silva, no good. Cavaliers trail by 6. Now Strus. Back to Garland. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Batase with a screen. Here's Black. Wagner outside. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Strus. Pass to Green. Back to Strus from the arc. And that comes off the assist by Green. And now just a three-point Magic lead.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
On the wing, Caldwell Pope. And there's the screen. Wagner outside. Lets it fly. Offensive rebound. Batate. The pass to Black. Here's De Silva. Back to Wagner. Pass to Black. There's the three. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
You can see the feel Franz Wagner has for the game. Just great vision right there.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Again, Wagner missing.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Cleveland shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That one's off.
Thompson knows he needs to keep working on that free throw shot. It definitely needs improvement.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Here's Black, guarded by Garland. Here's Wagner, and the jumper falls for him. Wagner's got his first 2 points. To the inside, Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that simply stated a terrific play.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Magic out in front, up by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Then there's Jalen Suggs. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Queen in at the 2. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris, so agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
Here's Allen. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Nice job drawing the contact on that move. Jared Allen, very difficult to contain because of his length.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Suggs, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Carter finds Suggs. Banchero outside. Pass to Queen. 6 to shoot. There's a screen. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Outside for Mitchell. Mobley with it for the tie. Cleveland again missing. Isaac with it. Guarded now by Okoro. And the basket by Queen. Queen's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Allen, the pass to Hunter. With the fadeaway. Chalk up 2 there. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Suggs. Kicks it out to Isaac. And here's Carter. Carter, a screen on Mobley. And Carroll passes to Carter. And Carroll in the post. Mobley's on him. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Let's remember, Wendell Carter Jr. goes about 6'10", 270. Good luck trying to stop him without fouling.
And it's a completely new group for the Cavaliers. Cavaliers trail by 7. Now Garland. On the wing, Wade. Lets a floater go. And it's finished off by Garland as he lays it in. Garland's got 7 points.
I like the toughness required on that finish by Darius Garland. Boy, oh boy, that was nice. The willingness to mix it up on the interior, so important.
And Wagner gets it to go. Minute 32 left in the third quarter. And the shot is good by Garland. 9 points in the game.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
Wagner, the pass to Caldwell Pope. From downtown. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Garland feeling it out a bit. Left side, Green. And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
And the Magic making a change here. Bataze's checked in. 1:03 left to play in the third. Here's Thompson. Outside for Green. Caldwell Pope against Garland. Shot clock at 5. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now. 44 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. On the wing, Caldwell Pope, guarded by Garland. Black passes to Caldwell Pope. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul. 29 seconds left in the third. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Wagner. Over Green. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder should he have moved it just one pass more.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Javonte Green out there with Dean Wade. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Garland in at the point. Now here's Wagner. It's stolen by Green.
You know, anticipation is a huge part of defense, and he played it perfectly right there.
Garland for 3, and that comes off the assist by Green. Garland's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, nice rise and fire from range by Darius Garland. The three-point shot is so highly valuable.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. And the shot is good by Garland.
What a game so far for Darius Garland, and he's just getting started, folks.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to Black. Inside. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Here's De Silva. Caldwell Pope for three. Knocks it down from distance. And the Magic lead by 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Here's Garland. And that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10.
Well, that's how you use the floater. Darius Garland gets into his bag.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Tipped. It's stolen by Garland. Here we go. All alone. Yes. And a nice assist from Thompson. Garland's got 22.
That athletic ability is eye-popping. Darius Garland, the steal and the finish.
Pass to Black. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Just 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Garland. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble, and they've made the most of their chances there as well.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Thompson. Hunter comes in for Green. Okoro is checked in for Strus. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Garland. The Cavaliers making a switch here. Mobley's checked in. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Banchero. Whoa! Emphatic finish from Banchero.
You love that a guy so young like Paolo Banchero is ready in the big moment to step up and deliver.
Okoro. Outside for Mitchell. Back to Okoro. Isaac with the steal. Up top, Carter. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Carter, a screen on Hunter. Suggs outside. He takes it in. Now here's Carter. Three-pointer, no good. Allen against Suggs. Allen drives. The kick to Hunter. Outside Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Suggs. Guarded closely. Here's Caldwell Pope. And it's good for 2. And the Magic lead by 1.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Allen with a screen on Suggs. Ooh, good chance here for Hunter. The rebound by Carter.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. 50 seconds left to play in the fourth. The kick out to Banchero. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
Now you need a forward who can get those freebies. Banchero looking to be that guy for this team.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Mobley, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Okoro. It falls! Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings it within one. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn. And the stakes were high right there. What the bucket?
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Allen. Back to Mitchell. So a close game here sees Orlando taking this one. That was an incredible...
with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Okoro out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot.
Whether he's initiating the offense or playing off the ball, Mitchell is equally effective.
And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul.
First team.
And here's Leonard from 3. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
You see the competitor in Leonard matching the 3 from the other end.
Allen, a screen on Simmons. Mobley misses. It's tipped to the middle. And Simmons slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Harden, no good. Cleveland's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Hunter, no one around him. A kick out to Mobley. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Harden scanning the floor. Kicks it out to Leonard. Takes a 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. From past the arc. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Outside Leonard. From downtown. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 6 points.
This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
They set the pick. Shot to stop the run. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Powell, no one around him. Off target from outside. It's been a slow start here for Cleveland. It's a 5-point game. Mitchell sets the screen for Hunter. On the wing, Mitchell. The Cavaliers again can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And here's Leonard from 3. Hunter grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 5.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
There's 1:59 left to play in the first. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Drills it from outside. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
Now here's Leonard. He has 6. And he banks in the layup. He's got 8.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Tyronn Lue.
And his priority this time out is trying to make it hard for Donovan Mitchell. He told me Donovan is an elite 3-level scorer. It's going to take more than one player to slow him down. We need all 5 guys communicating and working together defensively. A big challenge. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Why, such a fiery competitor. He won't back down in the face of adversity.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
First team.
Now here's Okoro, guarded by Harden. Here's Mitchell. Takes it inside. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Outside Leonard. There's the triple. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Leonard's got 13.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's a Kuro, and a Kuro throws it down.
That's great anticipation and accuracy by Mobley to set up his teammate.
Harden the pass to Leonard. Kicks it out to Harden. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Clippers leading by 5. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Off the inbound. Leonard attacking. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's a Kuro. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. The Clippers on top, leading by... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
So on the floor for Cleveland, we've got Wade. Garland is out there with Max Strus. And it's Green, and it's Thompson in at the 5. Jones for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Jones has got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Dunn misses. Now Cleveland shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Cleveland moving the ball around. Thompson misses. Clippers leading by 8. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And it's Wade with the rebound. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Wade.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Coffey. Buries the long-range jumper. Coffey's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Wade outside. Shoots the 3. Kicks it out to Garland. Green with a screen for Garland. Pass to Wade. Shot clock at 6. Good on the triple. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Here's Strus. Pass to Thompson. Back to Strus. Launches it. They get it back. Out to Wade. Now Green. And stolen by Dunn. Goes up. And Dunn with the slam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Clippers leading by 8. Pass to Eubanks with the drive, and there it is for him.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. So, Richard, when you look at Max Strus, what does he provide for this team?
Well, one, he's battle-tested, Kevin. He's a fearless shooter, and he's a guy that can get on a roll and hit clutch shots.
Clippers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And Coffee gets it to go.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Knocked loose, stolen by Garland. Pulls up for 3, and another 3 for Cleveland.
How's that for a two-way effort? Garland right on top of that one.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 5th assist in this one. Wade kicks to Garland. Thompson sets the pick for Garland. Back to Wade. Garland against Dunn. Tries the spin move, and it's blocked. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Los Angeles leading by 16. Stolen by Garland. Another miss by Garland. Clippers have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter. Well above the 50% mark from the field. Well, Cleveland shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. The Clippers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Second team foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for LA, Bogdanovich.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. Garland feeling it out a little bit. It'll count. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to...
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're measuring up the shot.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Simmons is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for the Clippers. The Clippers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And Simmons drops them both. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Here's Hunter. Powell pulls it in.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Leonard fires away from outside. Drills the three-pointer. Leonard's got 16.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Hunter for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Powell, that's good.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Mobley's got 5 rebounds tonight. Mitchell passes to Hunter. And here is Allen. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Harden inside the 3-point line. It's Powell on the wing. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Cleveland has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. They get it back. Kicks it out to Mitchell. To stop the run. That shot off. Simmons with the defensive effort. A three from Leonard. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
Mitchell wide open. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 11 points in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
From deep. Again, Mitchell missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
One of the most explosive scorers in the NBA, the great Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I think what makes his offensive game so elite is that he is a very strong and physical guard. He's improved his pick and roll game, and he's improved his distance from 3. So the space that he has to work from is so impressive. Think D. Wade with a better jumper.
Just 5 to shoot. Mitchell dishes to Okoro. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Shot's good by Mitchell.
Showing off his skills as a shooter. Mitchell knocking down that mid-range look.
And here's Leonard from 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Okoro. And it's Allen with the jam.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Here's Mitchell. Back to Hunter. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Tricky move by Mitchell with the pump fake, baiting the defender.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
1:11 left to play in the third. Wade finds Struth. Wade, good. Wade's got 6.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Here's Coffey. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. He's got 13.
And with that 3-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by Cleveland?
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
We talked about the guys who play bigger than their listed size, and Donovan Mitchell is at the top of that list.
Jones for 3. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Stolen by Mitchell. Here he goes, and it's Wade slamming it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Here's Coffey. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Now Cleveland moving it up. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Got it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
First team foul.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Mitchell and Strus, they're the guards. Wade out there with Thompson. And it's Green in at the small forward position. Jones against Wade. Pass to Thompson. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
Cavaliers ball.
Six on the shot clock. Strus kicks to Thompson. Takes it off the glass. Thompson's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Cavs. Jones for three. Sinks the triple. And the Clippers lead by 9.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Garland. Pass to Strus. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one.
Defensively, you have to put lots of focus on Garland, so that opens up things for others to get their shine.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. The wide open shot from Strus. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Here's Coffey. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Wade, good.
Great instincts with the ball. Garland just picks a guy. Look, he sets him up to score.
Coffey can't get it to go.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Green kicks to Thompson. Wade passes to Thompson. Back to Wade. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Allen's checked in for Thompson. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Javonte Green. Okoro, he's checked in for Max Strus. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Garland. Out to Wade. Hunter, the pass to Wade. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Near the three-point line, it's Wade. The good-looking shot from the wing. Wade's got 10 points here in the second half. Harden with it. Wade picks him up. Here's Powell. Excellent D there from Allen. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 2. Wade passes to Hunter. Back to Wade. Now Hunter.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Allen outside. Allen a screen on Simmons. Wade and Cleveland again with the bucket.
He is pouring it in this quarter. Maybe double team him, shoot at this point in time, triple team the dude.
Here's Harden. Outside Leonard. In the corner, Simmons with it. Kicks it out to Leonard. Powell sets a screen for Leonard. On the wing, Harden. A 3. The offensive rebound. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
It's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Mobley's checked in. Cleveland's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Simmons with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. And Simmons slams it in.
Love the aggressiveness there by Simmons. Coming up big.
The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
The moment is never too big for Donovan Mitchell.
Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Coming up big in the clutch. Harden, you know he loves these moments.
For 3, Mitchell. And And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Harden dishes to Leonard. A three ball. Jared Allen grabs the miss. A Okoro shot is off. Zubac the pass to Simmons. Fires from the wing. It's in!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
To the left wing. Okoro wide open. He fires. Good! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. The second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario for them is OT.
Allen kicks to Hunter. Pass to Okoro. Right between the eyes. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
For the win. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are... Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Leonard and Jones slot in at the small and power forward. Bogdanovich out there with Harden, and it's Zubac in at the center position. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Harden with it. Now defended by Mitchell. And James Harden hits from deep. Harden's got the first points here in the overtime period for the Clippers. The drive by Mitchell. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Here's Harden. That shot is off. Good D by Mobley. That's tipped. Leonard against Mobley. Harden outside. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Up top, Leonard. Covered by Mitchell.
2 minutes remaining in overtime.
5 on the clock. Bogdanovich. Jared Allen grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Okoro shot is off. Pushing it up. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And then Jones with the jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Hunter finds Allen. Mobley against Jones. Pass to Okoro. Allen outside. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Mobley. Misses the 3.
That is not the shot they needed there. You've got to work it around and get a better look.
On the wing, Harden. Covered by Okoro. Harden gets the bucket.
Big 3-point shot from James Harden. Look, this man locks in, and that is his shot.
And Hunter, here we go. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Harden inside the 3-point line. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him up.
Here's Okoro. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Mobley outside. Again, Mobley missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Trying to get something going. And it's Mitchell missing. And so Harden will bring it up for the Clippers. Outside, Bogdanovich. From outside, off the mark.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They'd used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
First personal foul.
It's the first that brings them to within 10.
Shooting for Cleveland, Jared Allen.
So he gets them both.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They'd used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. They escape with a victory. Although, thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
So the Clippers win the tip. So a look at our starters for Orlando. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Then it's Suggs. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Queen in at the 2 guard. And they're running. Suggs with it. Harden picks him up. Suggs left side. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Coach, you look at someone like Jalen Suggs. Man, has he improved his shot.
Yeah, Brian, I think you've always loved the effort that he brings at the defensive end of the floor. But now he's a much more efficient shooter, much more decisive, and really understands his role.
Now here's Banchero. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Yeah, that play shows Banchero's strength and his determination.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. How about Paolo Banchero, Coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Powell. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Suggs.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
The 3 from Banchero. Gets the 3 to fall. Banchero's got 6.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. The Magic have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Suggs against Harden. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Yep, that one's good. Give him 8 points now.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. They'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Buries it from 3.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell. Oh, stolen by Harden. And it's the Clippers on the break. They need this. That one's good from Powell on the assist by Harden.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Clock at 6. Here's Harden. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Leonard way outside. It's hauled in by Isaac.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Now here's Harden. No made baskets yet. Powell outside. Pass to Harden. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3. And it's all knotted up.
He's never shy to let it go from three-point range. Harden wants to make the D's job as tough as possible.
Banchero finds Suggs for 3. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Now here's Harden. Leonard outside. Outside for Harden. Let's go with a three. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
A reliable shooter off the catch. Harden with that sweet lefty stroke.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Banchero. Pass to Carter. Here's Queen. Shoots over Harden. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, good whistle there.
Orlando shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And the second free throw is good. 12 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Bogdanovich to the left side wing. Done. And that misses. That would have put him up. Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Orlando Magic. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the Magic here in this one?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
We got Amir Coffey, Drew Eubanks out there with Nicholas Batum. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovich, and it's done in at the 1 spot. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. They now take the lead. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. One of the more consistent players in the league, Stan, Bogdan Bogdanovich.
Yeah, Brian, averages in double figures every year, shoots it well from deep, a very underrated ball handler and playmaker. You love having guys like Bogdanovich that you can rely on every night.
Here's Coffey, and they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Bogdanovich against Caldwell Pope. Out to the wing. To the wing, right side. 5 to shoot. They grab their own miss. From outside the arc. On target from range. Bitadze's got his first 3 points of the game. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Bogdanovich passes to Coffey. 3-pointer. And Los Angeles another 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Back to Wagner. Uses the glass on the layup.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time." Brian?
Got to take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Bogdanovich passes to Coffey. The 3-ball. Bogdanovich, no good. The Magic have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Ball stolen. 3-on-3. Fires from deep. Drills it from deep. Coffey's got 6 points in the quarter. Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Here's Black, defended by Dunn. Black passes to Bitadze. Now Wagner. 6 to shoot. Wagner with a screen on Bogdanovich. Caldwell Pope for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Dunn right side. And Kentavious Caldwell Pope picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. They set a pick. Pass to Coffee. Beyond the arc. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. Orlando has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Here's Coffee. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Here's Black, defended by Dunn. Da Silva with the bucket.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Back to Coffee. Lets it go from deep. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
Well, Batum can do a little of everything out there, including making quality passes to wide open guys.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Caldwell Pope against Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Releases. And it's Orlando with another.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Coffee. It could go. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Orlando ahead. They're up by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
On the court for the Magic, Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Queen in at the 2. Harden, the pass to Leonard. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game.
Talk about a pure jumper. Leonard doesn't need a lot of space to rise up.
Banchero with a screen on Jones. Here's Suggs. Here's Banchero. Yes, Paolo Banchero for 2. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Here's Zubac. Outside for Harden. Pass to Powell. From downtown, Orlando with the rebound. In transition, the Magic on the run. They get it back. Banchero outside. Back to Carter. Hey, expanding his range. Nails it from 3. Now it's a 4-point Magic lead.
This is what makes Banchero a difficult cover. His ability to pass it well and screen the rolls.
Harden with it. Now guarded by Suggs. Harden, the pass to Jones. And it's blocked by Isaac. Suggs outside. In transition, the Magic on the run. Carter, a screen on Powell. Pass to Queen. Back to Suggs. There's a screen. Lets the 3 fly. And another 3 for Orlando.
Yeah, good to see Suggs bury the triple. This will only help with his confidence.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Shot to stop the run. And it's blocked by Isaac. Out of bounds. The Clippers will keep possession. Here's Leonard. Driving inside. Pass to Zubac. Outside Harden. Isaac with the steal. Out to the right wing. Here's Queen. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from three for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Harden with it, now guarded by Isaac. Out to Leonard. 4-3. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Leonard's got 5.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Suggs, the pass to Queen. Picked by Isaac. Lets it fly. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Leonard against Banchero. Banchero with a screen on Harden. Pass to Carter. Isaac with it. Here's Queen. 5 on the clock. The Magic need to put one up here. The 3 from Suggs. Orlando again missing. Clippers trail by 4. Well, the defenders stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Orlando.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
Yeah, all throughout the game, the opposition hasn't been able to keep them off the glass, and they're paying for it, giving up second chance points.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Here's Bogdanovich. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Give him 8.
What an athlete Bogdanovich is, sprinting towards the rim with such aggression and assertiveness.
Wagner with a screen on Bogdanovich. And Caldwell Pope gets it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Pass to Coffey. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Bogdanovich. Shoots it from the corner. Here's Eubanks. Lays it up and banks it in.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Batase with a screen. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Wagner. From deep three-point range, no good. Misses at the buzzer. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Amir Coffey out there with Nicholas Batum. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovich. Then it's Drew Eubanks. And it's done in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Wagner. Drives to the hoop. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. That three's off the mark.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Batum, the pass to Dunn. Three-pointer off the mark. Orlando trailing here. Here's De Silva. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Ivica Zubac checked in for Eubanks. Jones comes in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Coffey. And it's Harden in for Dunn. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Orlando. Harden against Carter. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. A nice shot by Zubac. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
The kick out to Banchero. From distance, Paolo.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Outside Bogdanovic. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. In transition, the Magic on the run. Banchero surveys. Off target from outside.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Harden with it. Caldwell Pope covering. Leonard for three. Orlando with the rebound. Isaac's got his 6th rebound on the night. The Magic have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And now it's a 5-point Magic lead.
And not wasting any time here. Suggs is quick on the draw off the catch.
Bogdanovic on the wing, Jones. Counted from distance.
They have a never-give-up attitude.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got 0 quitting.
Caldwell Pope against Bogdanovic. Picked by Isaac. Banchero outside. Fires the three. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. And Harden's got the ball here for the Clippers. 2-point game. Here's Zubac. And he drives in. Outside for Harden. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Jones. From behind the arc. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Isaac outside. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Left side Carter. Leonard with a double team. Jones against Banchero. And here's Suggs. Takes the three. Connects from downtown. Suggs has got 6 points in the quarter.
Putting this team on his back. I love seeing Suggs take charge like this.
Here's Bogdanovic. Outside for Harden. 1:14 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Here goes Leonard. Back to Harden. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Banchero. Magic leading by 5. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Carter from outside. And another three for Orlando. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter. And Harden with the slam.
And so often you see Harden flip the ball up there off the bounce. So it's cool to see him elevate and hammer it through.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Suggs. 32 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Back to Caldwell Pope. From deep. He can't get it to go. Now Los Angeles with it. They trail by 6. Oh, he nails it! What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
And this is why Bogdanovic is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. All right, thoughts on what Coach is going to do here?
You have to foul quickly to extend the game and hope it's a poor free throw shooter. But you can't get picky. You have to foul whoever gets it.
And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Isaac. Here's Suggs. Off the mark. So it's the Magic taking the W in a close one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.